had a box, but I
You should have left.
right. I should right.
Hold on, take this one.
See that doorway right there.
As you can see, we have beds here, furniture, and you see beds. And every blue moon, I do help out, come to work. So this is the new addition, right?
This is the new addition. That's already jam-packed.
Right.
We've been blessed with Sheridan Hotel has given us, they remodeled, and they've given us all the mattresses and dressers, desks, chairs, you know, so just abundance of what they had. And we haven't gotten it all yet. So,
and the relationships that you, Another Hand Foundation has with the Sheridan, Home Depot, others.
La Quinta is another big one. They give us a lot of items. Sheets, towels, blankets, you know, pillows, TVs they've given us when they've remodeled. So, you know, we're definitely, we have a real good following right now. You know, Eagle Movers does a lot for us. There's quite a few larger companies and smaller companies now that have been a consistent donation.
Right.
You know, so it's really been a blessing.
Yeah, we have a company, A Gift of Time and Legacies Limited, where they help us with items that when they have an estate sale and items are left over, they provide those items to Another Hand Foundation so we can kind of pass it forward to other families.
Okay.
So they have an option to sell it, but they choose not to. They choose to give it to us because they know we don't sell nothing.
Yeah, and then nobody. And how do you stay afloat? I mean, how do you keep going? How do you manage? You know, without getting into detailed specifics, I guess the question would be, how do you keep the faith? Because it's not easy.
Well, it's not. You know, it's there's a lot of struggles here a lot of times. I mean, as you can see, we got to continue to grow in order to help.
Right.
You know, but we are a construction company at the same time.
Right.
Okay, and that's where the funding comes from. Okay, 50% of the money that we make a construction company comes to Another Hand Foundation.
So I want to make sure people pay attention to that. Nonprofit organization at the same time has another arm, construction company, that helps feed the vision, the mission statement of Another Hand Foundation. And the reason I point that out is because typically there's always this mantra that business is bad. Well, in this case, and as I believe, businesses, when they're the right people involved, can actually help our community. So we have to make sure there's a balance between a purpose of serving our community, but at the same time, without that business,
there'd be no foundation.
There'd be no foundation. So,
you know, and that's, you know, that's the blessing.
Right.
I mean, you know, we're blessed with the business in order to continue on with our mission. You know, as you can see, I mean, it costs quite a bit to house all this,
and
just by that alone.
How many employees did you start out with? How many we have now?
Well, we started out with me.
Just us.
We were it for the first, what, year and a half.
Year and a half.
We're now up to 17.
17 employees.
In less than 3 years.
Less than 3 years. And so this is Another Hand Foundation. You guys got any parting words? Outside of vote for me.
If they don't, they'd be foolish. You know, we like to just keep things simple here, and everything we do, we want to make sure we can get done and not just talk about it. So we're very simple, we're very humble. We'd like to work with the whole entire community if they would allow us to. But a lot of people do a lot of talk and nobody shows up. So we do what we have to do as quickly as we can because there's so much need. There's so much help that's needed out here, guys. You know, come join us. Come help us. We'll accept you.
The more we work together, the stronger we become.
And that's what the community obviously needs. I mean, we've gone through some serious crisis here and it's not over with.
Right.
You know, I think we've just begun. So with gentlemen like Jason, who also, you know, when we call him and ask him to step in, he's Johnny on the spot. You know, you can't ask for better people than that. So, thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you for